my first solo adventure, not knowing what to expect, but full of hope and excitement. I took a train from my hometown to another city in Finland. Then I took a ferry across the sea to the first country where my Interrail would begin, Sweden.
I can't believe I'm here. I am in my Interrail. I am currently in a ferry. I have 11 on the ferry journey.
The first country where I arrived to was Sweden. It was more of a stopover on my journey because I had visited many times before and I wanted to see new countries on my Interrail. I still enjoyed walking along the beautiful streets of Stockholm on my way to hostel where I would spend the night. I remember the first feelings. I remember the excitement, the feeling that something inside me was healing when everything was so new and exciting. I felt like it was the thing that I had always wanted to do. So I only spent a day in Copenhagen, Denmark, because I'm also from a Nordic country, Finland, and I wanted to see more different countries. And that's why I continued my journey the next day. And next I went to Germany, where I also wouldn't really spend time because I have already been in Germany, so I only stopped for one night there in Frankfurt. The day was quite stressful because there was a storm in Germany and all of the trains delayed a lot. I got to my hostel very late at night and was really scared. Also, my hostel experience wasn't the nicest, and overall I was just very relieved to leave Frankfurt the next day. I spent 5 nights in Nice. I felt so blessed to be in such a beautiful place, so near the ocean. I got to really feel the city and take it slower than the start of my journey. I enjoyed all of the beauty that Nice had to offer.
I was the girl in high school who spent her math classes in Skyscanner, looking flights, scrolling all the videos and seeing all these people having fun all around the world, traveling, experiencing, exploring new places, meeting new people, and I just said, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me someday. And the day is here. Here I am in Nice, in my first ever solo travel journey. I'm 18 and I'm here and I could do it, and I think everyone can. I just want to inspire people that anything is possible, honestly.
One of the best things in south of France was the ease to take the trains between the villages. I spent an amazing day in Monaco, and as a Formula fan, it was such a cool experience to walk in the Formula track. It was a weird feeling to be in a place which felt like a town but was in fact a country. Another French village where I took a day trip was beautiful Menton. I fell in love with its beautiful streets, definitely a place where I could go back and explore more. I had very conflicted feelings about staying in Nice. The city was extremely beautiful and I enjoyed exploring it. However, I felt really uncomfortable in my hostel even though nothing seemed to be wrong. I just had a weird gut feeling of the place and the owner. I also missed my boyfriend a lot and started feeling kinda alone. That's why I felt relieved to finally leave the hostel. I was ready to continue my journey and head to Italy, where my boyfriend would join me for a few days. My boyfriend missed his return flight and ended up traveling the rest of my Interrail with me. We left Italy aiming to go to Spain. However, there was a train strike in Italy that day that messed up our plans. We arrived to Nice late at night and ended up spending the night there without accommodation.
Going to Nice, South France, and we've had the train delays all day. We've had the strike all day. Our trains have been a bit of a mess, but here we are. We made it.
All-nighter is never a smart idea, but with all honesty, we were young, stupid, and didn't want to spend money on accommodation when half of the night was already gone. Nothing bad happened, even though we encountered a lot of weird stuff. However, I'm not encouraging anyone to do the same, so kids, don't do this at home. And that's how my adventure ended. We flew from Girona to home, Finland. Living on my INTERRAIL was one of the best decisions in my life. I grew as a person so much. I learned, I experienced, and expanded my worldview. I had always known I'm an adventurous person, but this trip really sparked the desire to just travel more and more.